Hello, my name is E. I am the creator of A Book's Life, and this is how I made it.
The camera used for this movie was a Canon SL2, using both the Canon 50mm 1.8 lens for some shots and the 24mm 2.8 lens for a majority of the shots. For all the sound effects of the book, I used the Rode Video Micro along with a Sony hand recorder. I also used the tripod that I'm using to record all the gear, and finally I made a special contraption to get the first person view shots of this film. I used a spare base plate and a pair of screws with scrap wood and a green book to add height, all kindly provided by the library. And the main star, if you will, the Scarlet Book, and for the cast I had my lovely friend Emma as the patron, and I played the hands of the librarian. Filming this was a challenge for both making an interesting story but also being able to execute my vision into reality with no budget. All of this while trying something completely new. I wanted to tell a behind-the-scenes story of a book. This went through many themes when this project was barely starting, and it went from being extremely charming to sad, but the biggest inspiration that set the tone for this was the Disney film Up. Because only I was allowed in the building, I had to tell the story in a different way that only required one person for all the library scenes. That's where the inspiration of telling this story from the book's point of view came to life. After shooting the bagging scene, which was originally shot with one hand trying to hold the book and the other holding the camera, I had to get creative to build a contraption for this scene, which in of itself was already difficult. Another scene that was challenging was getting a top-down shot that was moving on the cart. Reducing the vibrations and figuring out how to attach the tripod proved to be a worthy adversary. Even in the final scenes, when the book was being delivered to the table, we had to pick the right moment to film as to not interrupt the services of the library being provided at that time. A fun fact, the computer scenes were all screenshots that were edited in a PowerPoint and exported into a video format and then edited in post to refine the pace. This really put all the tools that I had to my disposal to the utmost challenge. Even though I tried to keep it simple, I think it was the details that really immersed the story. I hope you enjoyed watching A Book's Life as much as I loved creating it.